I'm going to be mooring up very shortly. I did mention that I'm coming to Market Harborough for my niece's 40th birthday party over this weekend. She and her partner have a house back onto the canal, and I'll be using that, which is absolutely wonderful. So I'll say bye for now, and I'll catch up with you later. I'm approaching the mooring and very pleased to see some piled edging, which is usually quite straightforward to moor up against. However, it wasn't that easy. I couldn't get in close at all, despite trying for about half an hour or so, after which I decided that maybe we should go down to Union Wharf and turn the boat, come back up and try again. Just turning the boat at Union Wharf. This is the end of the Market Harborough Arm. It's a beautiful evening, really glorious. Moored up at last and having to walk the plank, which isn't as bad as it actually looks. A few steps and you're soon across onto the bankside. I've just spent half an hour trying to free myself from the mooring. Not going very fast, am I? I'm just on my way again, having had trouble to get off the mooring because I was sat on the bottom. At last I'm underway, very slow I have to say. I hope I haven't got anything wrapped around my propeller. Progress isn't really quick at the moment. I imagine the canal is rather shallow. You don't get the same propulsion if the canal is shallow. They've replaced an old bridge here with a new bridge, as there's a lot of residential development going on to the left, that is. was Uncle Tom's Bridge. I've no idea why it's called that, but what is nice is that all the bridges along here have name plaques on them. I think that's a nice feature. The tiller arm is vibrating quite a bit. I don't know if that means there's something wrapped about the propeller. It's always a worry. I seem to be making reasonable headway, so I don't think there is. But there was a lot of thrashing about when I moored up the other day. Sorry, there was a lot of thrashing about when I moored up the other day. First trying one way, and then another after we'd been down to Union Wharf and turned the boat. We spent about 2 hours trying to get moored, and I finished up firmly stuck. So whether that has caused any damage or any problem with the propeller, I really don't know. It's funny, but just now the tiller arm seemed to be a lot steadier and not vibrating so much. But I've just come under a bridge and it started vibrating quite considerably. Just going around the bend. I really don't understand it. I'll have a look, I think, when I'm more up. I'm not going far today.
This site is used for processing animal byproducts.
I've just come through a very narrow section, past a couple of boats. Fortunately, there were no problems. And now I'm coming up to a winding point. Just coming up to the swing bridge across the road.
Fortunately, a local resident opened the bridge for me and then very kindly closed it, which saved me a lot of bother.
That's great. Thanks very much for your help. That was very good. The kind gentleman helped me through. Makes life a lot easier, so many thanks to him.
I'm approaching the swing bridge at Foxton Locks, but I can't moor near it. So I moored up and walked forward to see what the situation was when I got there. Unfortunately, there was a boat with a nice couple on it who very kindly said they would give me their position when they left in half an hour's time. So I arranged to go down to the bridge in readiness for their departure, and here we see the lady crossing the bridge just getting ready to deal with the opening of it. It was a great help for me to know that I could moor somewhere, because at the bottom of the locks it is rather difficult, and when you're by yourself it's even trickier.
Thank you very much. You're a real star. Thank you. Very helpful. I was lucky I met a gent at the swing bridge that kindly opened it for me as well, so that was good. Thanks very much. Thanks very much.
No problem.
This is where I had a pint of lager on the way down, and very welcome it was. All the boaters wanting to go through the locks met at the top of the flight before 10 o'clock, the time the flight was due to open, and as I recall, everyone was going in an upwards direction. We discussed amongst ourselves the order in which we had arrived, and then we discussed that with the volunteers, who wrote the order we had agreed in their book. I was the first to go up, as I had arrived first the afternoon before.
Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Well, I'm in the first lock. I'm the first one to go up today. There'll be other boats following me. Volunteers are very helpful. They're doing all the work for me as I'm by myself. Take long when there's two people assisting you. I'm now in the 5th lock, so I'll be going through the Pound in a moment, cross into the next flight of 5. Going very well. Another boater is assisting now. I've got 2 more locks to go through, and then I'll be out. taken nearly 45 minutes to come through, which is very good going.
So they to the top now, so they've got one more thing to open.
Thank you. Well, I was through the locks in 45 minutes, which is very good, going through 10 locks. So it can be done quickly when you've got help, which is much appreciated, I have to say. My bouncer's back with the tiller handle. I think I'm going to have to stop now and look at that. I should really have perhaps done so yesterday, but it had gone away. Well, I've just stopped so I can check the tiller. The tiller is moving freely. I can see a little bit of weed attached to it. So I'm going to check the weed hatch, see if there is anything wrapped around the prop. Just taking off the tiller arm. So this is the weed hatch here. I'm going to undo the big bolt at the top and slide that off and see what's happening. Let's hope this doesn't dust fairly easily. Yeah, I haven't over tightened it. So this slides off here like this. Oh, this is well stuck down. I don't imagine I've had it up since I put the new seal on it. Right, I've broken the seal. Let that drain a minute. I can feel there's something around it. Bits like this keep floating up. I think I've got rid of the worst of it. That's when I put my mooring pin down and have a feel around. I'm now actually tapping the propeller shaft. So I think a lot of it has gone. So what I might do is just turn the engine over and see what happens. Still some more coming up, some more bits. I've never had to put my hand down here before, so I don't know what it should feel like, but it's definitely a lot freer than it was. I can turn the prop, that's moving quite freely. That seems to be okay. Well, I think I've freed it. I'm going to run the engine and turn the prop over. I can't feel any weed down there now. I bought this pond glove for doing jobs like this. It's the first time I've had to use it. It feels free, so I'm going to give it a go. I wasn't filming. I didn't realise quite what would happen, but I put it into forward gear and then reverse, and a lot of water spewed out from the top, and I think it might have freed up anything else that was trapped. So I'm just going to have a closer look. I'm pretty confident I've freed it now, so I'm going to carry on. I can always stop again if I have to. This is some of the stuff that I've taken out from the weed hatch. That's sat that on there quite nicely. I think that's got it. Yeah, it feels pretty tight. Yeah, it's seated nicely, so it should be okay. That's not a lot to remove from around the prop, but it was having a significant impact on the tiller arm. Well, hopefully I've now sorted out the weed hatch. As I said earlier, it's the first time I've ever had to delve around down there. It's something I do a bit reluctantly, but I'm pretty confident I've got everything clear. If it isn't clear yet, I think as one cruises it would have been loosened up and it will be fine. It will come loose anyway, so that's good. Time has gone on now. Having come out the locks and moored up about 11, it's now about 12:15, I think. So I might as well just have a bite to eat for lunch and then I'll push on. To be honest, I hadn't really intended to do any filming on the way back from Market Harborough, but coming up through the locks is always exciting, and then getting the weed hatch problem, which I've not had before, I certainly thought it was worth documenting that. So I will carry on with some filming for a little while. I've just had some lunch. I'm now going to set off again. I can see ahead of me a boat's getting ready to leave. So I'll give them a little time to get ahead of me, and then I'll move off. But I'm just on my way again, so let's hope all is well now. At the moment the tiller is nice and smooth. I'm sure I've resolved it, so I had meant to put some suntan lotion on. I normally do it before I start cruising, but with the rush this morning at Foxton, I say rush, once we'd booked in and I was the first to go down, I had to get back to the boat and sort myself out. And by the time I'd done that, the gates were open and they were waiting for me. So I should really have done it when I stopped just now, but I was in the shade. I don't think I realised just how warm it is in the sun today. Another glorious day. There's a boat coming towards me. Hello. Well, that boat had an enormous dome on top of it. It was called Track Vision. So presumably it's some sort of satellite tracking system for the television. I don't have anything so fancy on my boat, just an omnidirectional aerial. It's a really beautiful day, a lot of heat in the sun. It's just nice to amble along. It really is amazing how different things look in the sun. When I came through here a few days ago, it had been raining, and quite frankly, it was pretty miserable. But today, coming back this way, the sun is sort of to my left. Everything is sort of lit up ahead of me, and it's very, very pleasant. There's quite a lot of overhanging of trees and branches over the canal, and it gives a lovely vista looking ahead.
This is Kay on P Green from Kay's Canal Crafty Arts. We'd become Instagram chums but never met, and it was quite by chance that we met on this occasion.
Hello, Instagram.
I moored up and finished cruising for the day so we could have a chat. Kay does some wonderful canal artwork on all manner of things. I've put a link to her website in the description below, so please do take a look. That's all for now. So once again, many thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now.